We've always treated our booster event as the main lead generator. So those events are raising schools anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000, $60,000. And then as we work with the school to cultivate a relationship, that's where we're able to really assess everything that they're doing and determine, can we help them do it better?
Welcome to Booster! Get ready to have
Alpharetta, Georgia is known far and wide as the technology city of the South. Today, we're going to learn how technology contributes to Booster Gear's overall success. Booster Gear is a one-stop shop for schools across the country seeking fundraising services. Whether it's spirit wear, online stores, or coordinating fun runs, they do it all. In the past 20 years, they've helped over 6,400 schools profit more than $500 million. In this episode, they'll show us how they leverage custom apparel to raise money for a particular school and maximize profits by managing 100% of their program needs. Booster Gear is known for supporting schools nationwide. Let's go see how they put the fun in fundraising. I'm with Pete Lovelace, who's the Vice President of Booster Gear. So Pete, tell us a little bit about how Booster got started and what you guys do here.
Booster started back in 2002 as a startup fundraising company. Our CEO and founder, Chris Carneal, was teaching baseball at the time, and they were trying to sell wrapping paper. Chris just felt like that was not a great way to fundraise, and so he approached the school about an idea to host an all-inclusive fundraising event. They hosted the event. They made $35,000.
Wow.
And Chris walked away with a business plan at the end of that first event. Schools found it to be a welcoming change to what they had previously been doing for fundraising. We grew from there, and then we started to find ways to innovate and also vertically integrate different aspects of school solutions, one of which became custom apparel and spirit wear, and that's how Booster Gear got started. Presently, we have 16 territories or regions and actually a team in each of those areas. We have a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal to profit schools over $1 billion in the next 5 years. And we're just excited about all the different innovative ways we're doing that. We help educate and support schools to get shirt sponsorships from local businesses, to run e-commerce stores to sell their apparel online, and that has become a very robust part of the school's fundraising strategy over the course of the year.
So how does the school get signed up with you guys to help them?
So we've always treated our booster event as the main lead generator. So those events are raising schools anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000, $60,000. And then as we work with the school to cultivate a relationship, that's where we're able to really assess everything that they're doing and determine, can we help them do it better? And in most cases, we're able to provide a better experience and usually a better price.
So what does CTW mean?
CTW started as kind of our anthem as an organization to change the world. And as we started to refine that and obviously grow our impact and grow our influence, we realized that how we were changing the world was actually by cultivating the workplace. So CTW stands for both change the world and cultivating the workplace. We identified a series of lead measures, and then we create a compelling scoreboard. We display all of our results about things that really matter. Our culture, our profitability, and our on-time shipping to be the three key lead measures. And then we have a cadence of accountability. So every month we actually report out on this. We meet as sub-teams, and we just continue to tension and innovate and refine how we're doing things so that we can accomplish that goal in the next 5 years.
Every Monday, you guys come together as a team to be transparent about your goals and share things. Talk about that a little bit and how you engage your employees and make it fun.
One of the things that we do at this huddle is to champion the potential and the achievement in one another. And so we have a period of shout outs where we recognize people, we affirm them for something they did over the previous week, and we usually shoot off a few confetti cannons just to add to the excitement and the fun of recognizing people for what they've done, but more importantly, who they are and how grateful we are to have them as a team member.
So Pete, tell us about what we're going to see today.
We're going to be printing on a JERZEES premium blend. We actually have 2 orders to run today, which I think really reflect the type of relationship we have with our schools. This particular school had a huge event. How this is meaningful is that we partnered with that school to go out and secure over 30 business sponsors to not only cover the cost of shirts, but provide a significant amount of additional donation to that school, because every one of those business sponsors was featured on the back of that shirt worn by every student during the event. And then to continue to help that school fundraise, we actually created an online store e-commerce program for them to be able to design and sell a whole collection of school spirit wear, not only directly to the student body, but also to the community at large that's a part of that school. Right. So we're excited to show you both orders.
In order to hit deadlines and do all the awesome stuff they do here at Booster Gear, you need somebody that can really control things. And I'm with Dan Powell, who's the Director of Operations. How do you get everything done so it ships on time and you guys accomplish your big, hairy, audacious goal, right? How do you guys accomplish that?
Our success is measured in 2 ways. It is on-time shipping and quality goods in the hands of our clients. And so accomplishing that is the trick. For us, it all starts on the supply side. We love our partnership with Fruit of the Loom and JERZEES. That's where a lot of our goods come from.
Give us the kind of the story of how you're scheduling jobs, because we need our shirts to go out on a certain day to hit an event. You can't be late. You know, you're shipping apparel, but also other things that have to go with that order. So how are you getting all that out so it gets out on time?
It's usually a 7-day program with the event at the end of that. And so we say, our goal is for your shirts to arrive at kickoff. So you've got 7 days to distribute, to identify, oh man, we added 40 students to our school since we placed this order and we're short. We want to serve our clients. We want to think for them and be able to create solutions there. So they know our goal is for those shirts to arrive day 1, but for that to be possible, you need to be placing your order 3 weeks ahead at minimum. With those 10 colors we keep in stock at all times, the minute that order hits, if we're not at max capacity, he's shipping that order 2 days later. It's like, it's hot potato, kind of like how quick can we get this thing out? Right. If we can continually be pulling orders up in the schedule, not jeopardize, needing to push them back, that's kind of the virtuous cycle we want to live in.
We all know the importance of having great relationships with our clients. So now we're going to talk with Ari Torres, who is the Customer Success Manager here at Booster Gear. So Ari, what's it like to work here and what do you do to foster that relationship?
I've been at the company for about 9 years and stay because of the amazing culture. What I get to do is, foster those relationships with schools, local businesses, to bring customized swag to their events, to their employees, to their students, teachers, and just make it a great overall experience for them.
And you guys have customer success managers all over the country. Where are you? Because you're not here, obviously.
Yeah. So I live in Orlando, Florida. I'm originally from Pennsylvania and got to move down to Florida about 1.5 years ago because of the remote culture of my job.
What do you do internally to make sure that your team here knows exactly what to do, that you're setting the expectations?
First, we start with design. And so we have open communication with our team of designers so that whatever the client's asking for, we're communicating that clearly down to the garment types, down to the colors, the ink colors, and obviously wanting to steer the client well. So maybe they're asking for something that's not going to look good. The artist and I might actually work together to present a second option to present and say, we just wanted to offer both so that you could pick your absolute favorite. Then once the order is submitted, production has all the information, the shirt color, the quantities, what designs go on the front, the back, potentially the sleeves, so that they can burn those screens, get it all printed, and make sure it's exactly what the client has asked for.
I'm with Sifa Blackman, who is the graphic design manager here at Booster Gear. So what standards or processes or things do you guys do to help with multiple decoration types or multiple sizes?
We have a very set amount of colors that we use. And then as far as the sizing for garments, we have very strict sizing. It's a maximum of 10 inch for our youth and a maximum of 12 inch wide for and adult.
Show us what we're looking at here in Asana.
So this is for one of the jobs that we're going to be taking a look at today is Springdale Park, their OMG order, which we actually, this one particularly was for heat press. And we have a system where right now where all of our OMG stores are heat pressed. With heat press, we can kind of go a little bit more all out because it's a CMYK print rather than a silk screen print.
You don't outsource any of that, right?
It's great to be able to do it in-house because that communication is really tight with the production team. So there's no middleman in between the designer and the people who are actually printing it.
We all know where the real magic happens, and that's here on the production floor. And I'm with Cesar Reina, who is the production manager. And you guys are a super busy shop. You've got 2 shifts, you've got a great team behind you. How do you get it all done every day?
So I like to organize my day before the end of my day. Then every morning, they all know what they have to do. And then as well, I like to stay a little bit late every day so I can talk to my night shift people. I also like to have a one-time meeting every Friday, just to go over, the shop, how's everything going, and make sure people is doing what they need to be doing. And also, if they need anything, I can, help them and provide them with what they need.
Walk us through what we're going to see today out on press here.
We're gonna do some white shirts, jersey shirts. It's gonna be a 2-color front, pretty simple, and then one color back.
What challenges do you have printing on 2 different sizes of shirts?
The only challenge will be the setup. We use the process of tri-lock, so that helps to minimize the waste of time when we set up. So tri-lock is always a great tool for us to use.
And you're dividing the inventory up between the adult and youth, and they're clearly marked so nobody prints the wrong size art on the wrong shirt, right?
Yes, that's correct. So we divide them by cards. We have them adults and youths, and then we also create 2 different mock-ups, and it tells you exactly what design goes in what card, so that way it won't create a confusion with the operator.
One great tip for speed and efficiency on press, the folks here at Booster Gear set up the adult and youth sizes at the same time to minimize their transition time between sizes, and that way they're more efficient with their production.
So right now we're gonna do a 2-color job, 2-color front and 1-color back. I like to run the back first.
So we're just running the back and then they load it on a cart and they just wheel it back up to get the other side.
Yes, that's correct.
Why is that important?
Because it's a lot easier when you're doing the front last, because it's a lot easier to fold them and to pack it. You don't waste a lot of time, turn it around, and then have it to fold it, and then put it. So we save a step there. One great tip to speed up your process is the use of a passport. It allows you to run at a faster speed and with one less person.
Tell us about the orders we're going to print today on the heat press.
We have our transfers pre-order. We don't do them in-house. We order them within 5 days of the due date, of the ship date of the job. The reason why we do it that way is in case there's any misprints or mistakes, we still have a little bit of time to replace anything that is wrong. So we like to do that ahead of time, and we like to prepare on that. We put the transfers on top of the order. He set up the location. We have some lasers that have been helpful for us. We're using a dual heat press. All you gotta do is hit some buttons and it will do the job by itself. He likes to do the back first and as well the front. So whenever he's folded, it's a lot easier. We normally take him, put him back on the car, take him to the fulfillment station, and then have the ladies pack it and ship it out.
So Pete, let me tell you, this is just an amazing day that we had today. I really appreciate everything you did. Your team rocked it. And I love the fact that we've got youth, we got adult, we got multiple different decoration methods and sizes and everything. Did your customer really get all fired up about the things that you did today?
They were all fired up, not only because the shirts that we produced were great quality, but most importantly, they were fired up because both the products that we produced for the online store and the event shirts ended up profiting the school a great deal of necessary funding. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important to us. And we were happy to be able to deliver some really great results for both the online store and the event shirts. The shirts are great. We have partnered with JERZEES for many, many years. Their supply chain is one of the most reliable in the industry. The client care that we get from them is unparalleled, and our clients just love the JERZEES name. So we're happy to be a partner and continue to print a lot of shirts every year.
Well, you guys really are super impressive and I love it. Thank you so much for your time today. You guys rocked it.
Thanks, Marshall.